Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's JFD Brokers Traders Espresso with me, Darius Mchauskas. Today is the 26th of February 2018. So we're going to have a look at the markets, what to expect from them this week, potentially expecting from them this week. So yeah, but before we continue, please have a read through our risk disclaimer. So JFD Brokers offers exclusively consultancy-free services. The content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. So like I said, I'll give you just a few minutes, well, a few seconds actually, to have a read through the rest and we can continue. Also, before we jump into the charts, I just wanted to quickly show you our JFD Brokers website and especially the JFD research page, where we throw out like analysis, weekly, daily analysis, different trading shoutouts, so yeah, and of course in different languages, so you can come in here and just have a quick look. You know, if you're, I think you might find something interesting for yourself. But okay, I'm not going to bother you with anything like this, so let's jump into the charts. So the first one, the euro dollar. Now this is a daily chart, and we can see that we're having a bit of a bounce back up this morning. So if we start getting above this area here at 123,500, then we might actually go higher. If this candle closes above this 123,500, we might go higher and move towards the just highlight this one, move towards the 124,350 area, something like that. But at the moment, of course, we can see that even though it's having a good bounce to the upside, it's being held here by the 21 EMA here on the daily chart. So if this proves to be too much for this pair, this level will prove to be too much for this pair, then we might get a reversal and a move back down towards the 50 EMA here, which is currently at around 122,470, like, well, rounded up to 122,500. So, but that's only, like I said, if we start seeing rejections around this area, and also that would probably be in line with just the short-term trend that we're having right now. Just like, for example, last week closed in the red, the whole week was negative, so we might get a continuation this week as well towards the downside. On the downside, the levels to watch would be, let me just highlight those for you guys. So on the downside, the first level to watch would be the 122. So that's if, of course, we get a break below the 50 EMA here, and then yeah, the first level to watch out for would be the 122. If that doesn't hold, if the support level doesn't hold, then yeah, we've got the 100 EMA here approaching, and also this little short-term trend line, upwards moving trend line, which started on the in November last year. So yeah, like I said, this is a good level area to watch as well, only if we get a break below the 122. Okay, so let's have a look at the pound. Now the pound is an interesting one as well. So this is what we're seeing right now in the pound. It is forming this kind of symmetrical triangle formation, and at the moment it's quite difficult to say which way it's going to pop. If this bounce right now that we're seeing here to the upside, if this will continue strongly and it will break the 140,500 level, then yes, we could see some more upside and a move back towards the 141,500 here, which was quite a good level, quite a strong level here, a strong resistance level. But that's only, of course, if we get a break above this this side of this symmetrical triangle here. On the downside, of course, again the same story. If we get a break below this side of this triangle, Then we could, the first level to be touched could be the 50 EMA here on the daily, and of course if that doesn't hold, then move back towards the, well, the next level to watch would be the 137,650 area, and then of course the 100 EMA here. So yeah, but at the moment, like I said, it's ranging here in this, it's kind of stuck in this apex. So it's quite difficult to say which way it's going to pop, so anything might trigger it. So okay, the other one that I really want to have a look at, it was the dollar CAD. Now, dollar CAD, we were having a strong week last week in this pair, but then came Friday, then Canadian CPI figures came out, and we started seeing a sell-off from 127 to 200 area, and it reached, even the low was around 126, 150. So quite a good sell-off on Friday. Again, we might see some continuation in the first half of this week. Again, it might get to this little trend line here that we had started on the 2nd of February. If it does get here, we would have to keep a close eye on it, because we do have the 100 EMA here on the daily chart, which could act as a strong support level, besides of course this little trend line here. But if all that gets broken, then we potentially could see some more moves to the downside. So the other level to watch out for would be the 125, 350 area. And again, if that doesn't hold, well, we'll have to just reevaluate it then. Now, if we get a nice bounce, if we get a nice support here, and it's gonna bounce back up here, if we start seeing a move back to the 126, 650 area, and of course we get a break above that, then we could target this 200 EMA here on the daily chart first, and then of course the move back up towards the 127,500, or even higher, to be honest. So like I said, the most important area to watch out for would be this area for now. Like I said, bounces back. If we get a bounce back up, watch out for the 126,650. If we get a break above that, a move higher towards the 127,500. But again, like I said, a break below this could open the path towards lower levels. And let's have a quick look at the USD JPY. So we can see that this pair is still on the downtrend, and it has been on this steeper downtrend from January this year, approximately around the 8th of January this year, and it held its position here. It kept on pushing lower. We reached 105,500. Last week we weren't able to get back and touch this downward sloping trend line here, but it met its resistance at 107,850, 870, something like that, and now we're, like I said, we're moving lower. Now this one's a tricky one as well, because if we start seeing a move closer towards the 105,500, then this could actually mean that this pair wants to keep on moving lower, and we could hit the psychological 105 level that everybody's anticipating. And yeah, but that's only, of course, if we get a break below this 105,500 area right here. We'll highlight it here. There we go. And yeah, but if we, like I said, if we start getting a move back towards this trend line, this little downward sloping trend line here, if we start getting a break above last week's high of around 107,900, if we get a break above that, then the next path, it opens the path for the next level at the 50 EMA here, which is the red line here. So if it does happen, so by the time this 50 EMA will reach approximately this area, it could be the 109, so the round number of 109. But yeah, that's, like I said, that's only if we get a break above this trend line here. So, okay, and another one to quickly have a look at would be gold. Yep, gold is having a difficult time here. Well, difficult time. It met its support here, the 50 EMA, on the daily chart here, and bounced off nicely from it. Now we're having this strong move to the upside. If we have a nice close above this 1336 area, then we could potentially see some higher levels, like 1345 and then maybe 1356. But that's, of course, if the 1336 level will be strong enough to hold it. Sorry, the other way around. It will not be strong enough to hold it. If it will be strong enough to hold it, then probably we'll see some more moves back towards this little trend line here, and a potential break of it, and a move towards the 100 EMA. Okay, guys. Well, I'm not going to take any more of your time, so I hope you have a good week. I hope you have today will bring you a lot of good results, and yeah, keep an eye on the price action, guys, and take care. Bye bye.